Why would she tell someone you're about to kill her? And then she died that night.
I don't know. I didn't kill her. That's what y'all don't understand. I didn't kill her.
That's Jarrett Davis. Adamant, insistent, yelling at detectives. This is just days after his girlfriend, Megan Bodiford, was found burned inside a car on a rural South Carolina road. But the thing about this is, right before she disappeared, Megan sent a text to her best friend saying she was afraid that Davis was going to kill her. And now we have the interrogation footage. And for the first time, we are seeing exactly how Davis tried and ultimately failed to talk his way out of it. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, can we be honest about something real quick? Most people, when they look at their bank statements, the amount of DoorDash orders over the last 2 years is probably a little embarrassing, right? But I just saw a report that is going to make you put your phone down. There are serious allegations coming out that the app may have tracked your precise location and shared it with third parties without your consent, potentially capitalizing on sensitive data. It's actually a huge privacy deal. Well, Morgan & Morgan, they're jumping in to investigate. And if you've used this app between 2023 and 2025, you can easily check to see if you qualify for a claim. And if you do, you may be entitled to compensation. So you can visit forthepeople.com/sidebar DoorDash or click the link in the description for a free case review. It takes just 5 minutes or less. Megan Bodiford was 25 years old, a mom to 3 little girls, the kind of person who was always on the go, always hanging with friends, living life out loud. Her family says that her greatest joy was those little girls, her daughters. But in April of 2024, she sent a text message to her best friend that would end up being a prediction of her own death. If you don't hear from me in 30 minutes, call the law. Redacted. Jared's about to kill me. Now, within days, authorities found her car burned, abandoned off of a dirt road in rural South Carolina, and inside were human remains. And inside the home that she shared with her boyfriend, their 4-month-old baby, alone, unharmed, but without a mother who would never come back. That boyfriend's name is Jarrett Davis. And for the first time since his arrest, we are getting to see what he told police. Across 3 separate interrogations, Davis tries to talk his way out of this. And at first, he's calm, he's cooperative, he's got a story that they went to a baseball game, stopped at Walmart, then went home. She got upset, she left. He says he stayed behind, changing the baby, end of story. But the thing about that is, investigators already had something that Davis didn't realize existed. GPS data, placing him near the remote road where Megan's burned car was later found. Health data from his own phone showing him walking more than 1.5 miles that night, not pacing in a yard, but moving. And then there's the chilling and heartbreaking text that Megan sent to a friend just before she disappeared. Now, as I mentioned, we obtained that interrogation, some of the most compelling evidence you can ever have in a case. And over hours of video, you can watch the pressure build until eventually Davis is left with nowhere to go. Because the version of events that finally emerges is even more disturbing. That baby was there in that car seat, while Megan's body was in the driver's seat. Now, luckily, that baby was taken out of that car before it was set on fire. Now, to understand what happened to Megan, you got to start on the night of Thursday, April 25th, 2024. You have this small city, it's called Denmark, South Carolina. It's not far from the Georgia line. Megan was 25 years old, a mom to 3 girls, 7, 4, just 4 months old. Those were the ages. And around 9:48 that night, police say Megan sent a text message to her best friend. And that text would end up being a prediction of her own death. Jarrett's about to kill me. If you don't hear from me in 30 minutes, call the law, redacted, Gents Branch Road. Now, Gents Branch Road, that is where Megan lived with her boyfriend, Jarrett Davis. He was 28 years old. He was the father of at least one of her children, that 4-month-old baby. Her friend called her immediately, and around 9:50 p.m., she could hear Davis in the background, arguing, saying something nasty to Megan. This is according to what she later told investigators. And then the call ended. That was the last time anyone heard Megan Bodiford's voice. 30 minutes came and went, then an hour, then the whole night. When police eventually got involved, by the time law enforcement got involved and they were called, Megan was already gone. On Saturday, April 27th, so this is 2 days after Megan vanished, the Bamberg County Sheriff's Office and SLED, this is the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, they went to the home on Gents Branch Road, and cell phone location data led them there. They were doing a wellness check. But here's what they didn't know until they arrived. Jarrett Davis already had an active warrant out for his arrest, domestic violence out of nearby Barnwell County. Another warrant accused him of possessing a shotgun, which is a problem because Davis was a convicted felon. He wasn't supposed to have any weapons at all. He was also on probation. When law enforcement pulled up, they spotted Davis coming out of a shed in the backyard, and they took him into custody right there. But Megan, she wasn't anywhere to be found. They went inside the house, and that is when they found that 4-month-old baby alone in the living room, thankfully unharmed, but alone. Megan's other 2 daughters weren't there. They were with their father, a different man. But that baby, that was Davis's child, and she was just sitting there without her mother, without anyone. Law enforcement got a search warrant. They seized an iPhone, security cameras, a laptop, a baby monitor, a deer camera. They believed that this evidence might help locate Megan. Maybe it could be stored on those items. But for days, there was nothing. No Megan, no answers. Then you go to April 30th. So this is 5 days after she disappeared. And that is when the Bamberg County Sheriff's Office called SLED about a burned car found outside of the Denmark City limits. You have this dark gray Ford Explorer, same make and model reportedly that Megan drove. It was off of a dirt road near some power poles in a rural part of the county, only about 2 miles from her last known location, and deputies said it appeared there were human remains inside. It'd take days to officially identify that this was Megan using DNA and dental records, but it was clear. Megan was gone. And the way that she was found inside her own car, burned beyond recognition, this wasn't an accident. And to make this even more horrifying, at one point there was an arson expert who examined her body and revealed that this was the worst burned body he had seen in nearly 2 decades. According to court records, prosecutors charged Jarrett Davis with murder, possession of a weapon during a violent crime, unlawful possession of a firearm, arson, and desecration of human remains. Here's the thing. They didn't have a confession. Not yet. They had evidence, right? The location data, phone records, that chilling text message, the baby found alone, the burned car, but they didn't have Davis telling them what happened. That would come later because, again, across 3 separate interrogations recorded on video, Davis would try to sell them a story and then another story. And then finally, it seems the truth came out. We got our hands on those interrogations. We want to play them for you. Now, the first one starts simple enough. Davis is calm. He's cooperative. The detectives sit him down, read him his rights, standard stuff, and then they ask him to walk them through the last time he saw Megan alive.
So, I want to go back into detail the last time you saw Megan. We're going to try to retrace everything, and let's start there. I want you to think back, do the best you can, and let's see if we can recreate what all happened, and let's see if we can tie this thing together, okay? So, what day was the last day you saw her?
Thursday.
That Thursday?
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
I think it was Thursday.
Okay, and that's fine. Just do the best you can on remembering. We're going to take a few little notes.
And just for your memory, I guess you were picked up Saturday morning, so if that helps at all with your days. Saturday morning is when you were picked up.
Okay. Still seem right? Thursday night, probably. About what time Thursday night do you remember last seeing her?
I don't remember the time. She walked out, I was changing the baby.
All right. Was it daylight? Was it dark?
It was like 12 o'clock at night, past 12, I don't know.
So, after midnight.
Yeah.
So we talking after midnight Thursday night going into Friday morning? Okay. So midnight Friday morning. And you think it was after midnight. So it was late.
Pretty late.
Tell me about the conversation. Tell me about what was going on between y'all two that day, Thursday. But you and Megan and your baby went and watched it. All right. Y'all watched the game. Did he win or lose?
He lost. The team lost bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. After the baseball game, what'd y'all do then?
We went to Walmart and then tried to supply.
All right.
One of my friends came over later at night.
Was this about what time were we thinking here?
Probably 9-ish. 9
About
10.
9.
We're between 9 and 10.
9 and 10. Who came over?
Bubba Bryant.
Bubba?
Yeah. Will Bryant.
Bubba Bryant. Came over. How long was he over there for?
10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. What do you stop by? Any particular reason?
Nah, he did something to get converted from me.
He did what now?
So got it converted from me.
Oh, okay. Like a power converter?
No, like catalytic converter.
Oh, a catalytic converter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Being honest, I'm telling everything.
That's fine.
So according to Davis, that Thursday night was just a normal night. Baseball, Walmart, hanging out. He even mentions a friend named Bubba stopping by to pick up a stolen catalytic converter. But then the conversation takes a turn because Davis starts talking about what happened after Bubba left. And according to him, things between him and Megan, they were fine until they weren't. Listen to how he tells it.
All right, so Bubba comes over, picks some catalytic converter from you, then he leaves. Yeah. 10, 15 minutes. And we're between 9 and 10 p.m. that night. Megan's still at the house.
Yeah.
All right, did she see Bubba that night? Did she come outside? Or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she stepped out. I went and walked to the car while he was there.
Okay. All right. Catalytic converter, was it back up in your shop or?
It was in the shop.
So you and Bubba go in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, y'all leave out. He leaves.
Yeah.
Well, what else we doing that night?
Me and her had sex later at night.
So you and her had sex?
Yeah.
All right. So things were okay at this point?
Until, like I told you the other day, I didn't. She wanted me
Yeah.
I didn't.
And you didn't?
Yeah, and that's when she started getting upset.
All right.
Saying that for my first baby mama was good enough. She wasn't.
Okay. All right, so what time do you think this was? I know it's hard to put a time on. Just roughly.
I really don't know.
Okay. So somewhere.
So I wasn't really. I don't know.
Okay. All right, so y'all had sex, and then you pulled out.
Yeah.
She got mad.
Yeah.
How'd the argument go? What was going on then?
I just said she was saying that my first baby mom was good enough. She wasn't good enough.
So that's his story. She got upset, she left, and according to Davis, he thought she went to a friend's house, just needed to cool off. He figured she'd be back. But when morning came and she hadn't called to check on the baby, he says he started to get worried.
So there was nothing physical Thursday night?
It was just one-sided heat, really. It was just, she was the only one really upset.
Okay.
That time.
All right. How long after all this do you think it was before she left? Like, how long do you think she stuck around the house and?
It wasn't too long. Because as the bickering was going back and forth, she was when she left.
Okay. Did she pack anything or?
Her car was stay packed full of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her car stayed full of stuff.
So she had clothes and all that in
Yeah,
the car already?
She had always in her car.
So she could leave in the car at any point in time.
Yeah, you can ask me about her car, stayed full of clothes.
So she was good to go. She loved her car. She didn't need to pack that. And what did she tell you when she was leaving?
She said that she was going to leave the baby with me since she always has a baby.
Uh-huh.
And I was keeping her for tomorrow for PTI. For her, she had PTI appointment, I think. And she was like, I gotta come back here for PTI. Okay. Which she, when the way she left, like, I'm pretty sure I told the other ones this, I thought she was coming right back.
Mm-hmm. Had she have been leaving, where would you have thought she would have went?
I thought she was going to one of her friend's house.
Like who?
Thought she just went for a little bit, or came back, or either just left and came back, or.
I gotcha. But she didn't come back that night.
That's why the next morning, when she didn't call and check on the baby, I think it was about 9 o'clock that morning, I contacted her mama. I asked if she talked to her at all.
About 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You called her mama?
I texted her mama.
And
her mama called me. Because immediately whenever it started getting weird to me, I'd reach out to everybody. I started reaching out.
Okay.
So far, Davis is painting himself as the concerned boyfriend. But then the detectives pivot because they have something that Davis didn't know about when he sat down in that room. And that is the horrifying text message that we have been talking about. So they want to know, what does he think about this?
At what point did the sheriff's office or whoever come back and get you that Saturday? I don't know what time they got there.
I don't know. Was it the next morning?
It was early or nothing crazy? Were you already awake?
Yeah.
All right.
Me and baby was already up.
All right. Where were you at when they got there?
I was in my.
Do you have a smartwatch or anything like an Apple Watch or?
Megan did.
Megan did?
Yeah.
Apple Watch or?
Apple Watch.
Okay. You didn't have one?
No.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so a couple things I do need to ask you about, and I gotta get some specifics here. You gave us your phone, so we can look through that and see if anything came up. And there were, and not just her phone, not just your phone, but we ended up getting some text messages that Megan sent some of her friends.
Yeah.
That said,
that's what they told me about the last interview.
Okay.
I think they showed you the screenshot.
What in the world do you think that's about?
I don't know. She was very dramatic. You didn't see much. She was very dramatic with everything. I don't know.
So, at any point, did you have a gun to her head?
No.
Tell her you
I don't even have a gun.
Oh.
Actually, a lot, dude. There's a gun at the house. It's not really a gun. It's a pipe that's about this long. It's a 12 gauge little slapstick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You remember who she sent that text to? Did she call her that night at all?
I think she got.
Okay. Do you know what she was talking about at all?
No.
But the detectives aren't done, because they have something else that Davis didn't account for, something he probably didn't even know existed on his own phone: health data. According to that data, between 10 and 11 o'clock that night, Davis didn't stay home with the baby like he said. He walked more than 1.5 miles, and not just pacing around in the yard. They lay it out for him.
Between, so, what time? So you got home probably, well, it's 9 to 10 is when Bubba came over.
You said you got home around 7-ish.
7-ish, give or take. Yeah, I just hung out of the house at that point, and 9 to 10 or so, Bubba came by, picked up a catalytic converter, and he left. Did you and him go anywhere together? Y'all was just in the yard. Y'all didn't leave, and he was only there a short period of time. And if at any point I say something that's not right, please tell me. After he leaves, you stay outside anymore? Or you go back in the house, or?
I'm not really too sure how soon I'll go back in the house.
Okay. Eventually, you go back in the house.
Yeah.
That's when you and Megan have sex.
Yeah.
Your bedroom? I mean, I don't know.
On the couch.
On the couch? Yeah. All right.
But Megan's the only one that left that house. You stayed the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until the next morning around 11. That's when you went to your grandma's. All right. So we got another thing that actually, Peter, I don't remember what this is called. So this is, I want to tell you the wrong thing. He's my guru.
We get some fancy stuff off of phones and stuff. It's called health data. So one of the things I do is I'm good at tracking people on their phones and looking at health data, and that tells a lot about what someone does. And we got your health data for you that night. So that's what Mitch just got pointed out here.
So we got a lot of, so around 10 p.m.-ish, give or take, it's got you're doing a lot of walking from 10 to, let's just say 10 to, I mean, for a good solid hour, a lot of walking, where we're looking at over 1.5 miles of distance covered. Like, not just making circles in the yard, but a lot of walking. Like, you walk down the road and things like that. Where would you have been going at that point?
Walking where?
Nowhere.
Walk back from the shed to the house.
Yeah, well, that ain't. Yeah.
And here's the thing: I went through your health data for the whole day and analyzed it, and I can see, the short distance stuff like that. These are massive movements.
Significant.
This is not like you just walking to and from the shed, or even walking like to and from your parents' probably. This is like massive amounts of walking.
All right, I'm walking where? So I had a baby that night.
So Jarrett, what I want to know, I mean, I feel like there's more to it that you're just not telling us. And I just want to know, did something else happen between you and Megan that night? Did she do anything to you?
No.
This is our
There was nothing like that done. Like I told other people, there was I mean, I'm telling you everything that happened that night.
I got it, and I feel like you've told me a good bit. Just feel like we're leaving out just a little bit of key details because during some of all this walking was from 10 p.m.-ish to a little after 11. And I don't think Megan's at the house at that time. I think Megan's already gone.
What time?
Between 10 p.m. to 11:30 or so, you're doing a lot of walking, and I don't think Megan was there anymore. I think Megan had already left.
Around 11:30, 12 is when she left.
Yeah. Well, no, I think she left before 10.
No, Bubba was there then.
Right. And Bubba saw and talked to Megan.
I'm pretty sure she stepped out and went to get something in her car when he was there.
But he was only there a little while.
Yeah.
And then maybe she left really close after he left. But I think at midnight at this point, I think she's been gone.
Yeah.
No. It's just very odd. Something don't add up. And I don't know if, something happened to where, it was just a breaking point, but it looks like you were walking back from Turnray Road and back to your house. And then, I guess, maybe through the woods or something, is there like a pond somewhere behind or some kind of body of water?
Behind where your grandparents or parents live?
Somewhere?
I don't think so.
Between them and the hospital?
No, there's a horse field.
But not a pond. No body of water. Because it looks like you went to a body of water also. After all this walking from Turnray Road back to your house, and then looks like you went to a pond, through the woods and stuff, and then...
I never went to Turnray Road that night.
You know where Turnray Road is?
Yeah, that's where they found it. I mean, y'all trying to say I put Megan there and I didn't.
I'm putting you there because I believe we have some coordinates that put you at Turnray Road, like on foot.
So we're not stupid. We know what happened, but this is your time to just tell us what happened.
And explain why.
What happened to make this happen? No, but let's listen to me. Something happened that night. She might have just pissed you off, driving you nuts.
No, there was nothing like that.
But here's the thing.
To her.
Here's the thing. We know what happened. We know what happened.
Because I didn't do anything to her.
And detectives reveal they have phone records too. And they directly contradict everything Davis just said. The texts, the calls, both phones moving together near where her body was found. And in between, that 1.5 miles of walking, a straight line from where her body ended up back to his house. So they ask him to explain it. And for the first time, you hear something kind of different in his voice.
Jared, we've talked to everyone. Your story does not match anyone else's that was with you that day. So it's time to...
What doesn't it match?
Your time frame and everything is not matching up with anyone else we've talked to. I've talked to probably 15, 20 people around the area and everything, and everyone you've mentioned today, I've talked to. And nothing you're saying... I get you went to Walmart, did all that and stuff, but your time frames after don't match. I'm being honest with you.
You're excluding some very key points.
What am I excluding?
Pretty much the time where Megan was killed.
How?
You're leaving that part out.
I didn't kill her. That's what y'all don't understand. I didn't kill her.
Well, what happened? How did she die?
I don't know.
Why would she tell someone you're about to kill her? And then she died that night.
I don't know.
That's
pretty damn convenient.
That is.
We're looking at like a less than an hour.
Very less.
I didn't. I'm telling you, I didn't kill her.
If my wife sent a text to someone like that, and she was found missing, jeez.
Yeah.
I understand how it looks.
How would you think?
Whenever she left that night, I was with my child.
All right. So obviously we have this text, which is completely odd. Let's just say.
I understand that.
All right. Jared's about to kill me. If I'm not here and you don't hear from me in 30 minutes, call the law. Her vehicle is found.
Why wasn't the law called that night then?
Don't know. The only person I can ask is who she sent the message to. Don't know why it wasn't. Vehicles found off the roadway, burned. You were where the vehicle was found. We have you there at that spot where the vehicle was found.
You don't have me at that spot. I was never on Turnway Road.
Yes, sir, we do.
No. I physically was never on Turnway Road that night. Whenever we turned around going to the gas station, was not on Turnway Road. It was past Turnway Road.
Where that vehicle was, we have you there. Where that vehicle was at. So,
Ain't no way.
I mean, it's so much stuff. It just
No, but there's no way because I was never on Turnway Road that night. That's the thing. I was like me physically. I was never on turn. We passed it on the way to before we turned around. Yeah, but I was never physically on Turnway Road.
So here, let me do it. Let me just tell you this. So I'm going to read you a little timeline of what we have documented for. So at 9:48, you get that. She gets that text sent out to her friend. Okay. 9:50, she hears you on the phone. Some kind of arguing, hangs up. Okay? At 10:20, both y'all's phones are moving together right there. And then at 10:42, you send a text message, call me ASAP, it's emergency. But during the 10 to 10:42 time frame, I got you walking 1.58 miles. Okay? And guess what? Guess how far it is from where her body was to your house?
How far?
1.8.
no.
I'm at 1.6. So right there.
Straight line.
Straight line.
1.6 miles.
And if you look on Google Earth, it is a straight shot to get to it.
To where
I mean,
vehicles found.
it's not like we just have one thing saying you're there. I mean, everything is adding
never there. That's the thing.
But here's the thing. Between 9:50 and pretty much 11, you're rolling. I mean, you're hauling ass. You're walking. I mean, you're doing all this stuff.
You're all over the place, man. Like trying to get the hell out of.
And all you're saying is that you were just walking from your shed to your house. I mean, I've seen where you live. It's not that far of a walk. I mean, you probably walk the hallway. And I mean, I can see during the day you walking back and forth.
But I never left the house that night. That's the thing.
Then how did you walk 1.58 miles between 10 and 10:42 if you didn't leave the house? You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I didn't. I said I had my child that night.
Okay. I mean,
We know she was there. We did.
and you had a baby monitor that you could hold and watch. So
Yeah, but it don't work a mile away from the house.
I'm trying to show you what we're seeing because, you know,
It looks bad. There's nothing that looks.
Yeah, but
It looks bad. There's nothing. I mean, you do not have. I mean, everything's pointing to you right now. So if something happened,
that's the thing. Nothing happened though.
are you scared that you're never going to see this baby again?
I'm scared of that now, even though I didn't do anything to her.
But here's the thing, you know, this baby deserves answers.
I totally agree.
I mean, right now, this baby is the one that's losing everything.
Now, detectives hit Davis with something else, the brutality of what was done to Megan. They tell him about an arson expert who said this was the worst case he'd ever seen. They asked Davis, who would do something like this? And he still insists it wasn't him.
I mean, who would do this to her? Who would kill her, drive her down
Why would I kill her?
a ditch, and burn the car?
Why would I
And let me just say, you know, we have arson experts that were out there that have been doing this for 18 years. He said that was the worst body that he has ever seen in his life. He's been doing this for 18 years. That body was burned so bad that in 18 years, that is the worst body he has ever seen. Who would do that to Megan, given that you know her the best? Who would do that?
it was personal. Whoever did it, it was personal. It wasn't something random. It was personal. They didn't want anything left, any kind of traces of anything.
I don't know. I'll give you everything. I'll give you all that.
Now, Jarrett, you're going to go back. You're going to go back over to the county. You're going to lay there.
Yeah.
I mean, everything points to you. So the only thing we can do is get an understanding on why.
I didn't do it though. That's the thing. Y'all want to be me so bad. And
I don't. I just want. I want it to be whoever did it.
That's the thing. I mean,
the problem is it's all pointing towards you.
And here's the thing.
I would never hurt her like that. That was my best friend. We're together every day.
But here's the thing. Like, I've never met you. He's never met you. I live an hour and a half from here. I don't know anyone in this town.
Can you
Okay?
get a drink? You have anything, water anywhere?
You don't see these water or something? I don't know. No, this isn't our office.
But here's the thing. You know, we don't know who you are. I don't know anyone.
I'll go look see if there's one in the cafeteria.
Okay.
I'll give you guys a minute.
But, like, we don't know anyone around here, okay? I have nothing personal against you. When I come into these cases, you know, this is now Bamber. They're not working with this is SLED. It's nothing personal. I come in and I'm a hard evidence data person because that stuff doesn't lie.
I understand.
And I know it's hard for you, okay? We're not trying to pin anything on you.
But listen, I didn't hurt her tonight.
I know. And I'm not coming here trying to be like, yep, you did it. But I'm just, you got to look at what we're looking at.
I understand. I know everything was bad for me, but I was with that baby that night.
Okay.
Whenever she left, I was with that baby. Whenever things started getting weird the very next morning, it wasn't like I was trying to hide the fact that I didn't know where she was. I reached out in time and it started getting weird to me. I've tried to help in every way possible. I wasn't trying to hide or anything. Do you think if I'd have done that, I would have ran?
So that first interview ends with Davis sticking to his story. He didn't do it. He was with the baby. But the evidence might point to him, but he says, you know what, I'm innocent. Now, investigators, they bring him back in for another conversation, and this time, there's a shift. Davis starts talking, and he admits that he and Megan left that night to go get cigarettes, and he admits they were arguing. And then he tells them what happened, or at least a closer version of what happened.
All right, Jared. You know Peter, you know myself. We've talked a couple times. I just read you some warrants. You've had a bond here. You said indicate you want to tell me your side. We'll just let you talk to me, okay? Now tell me what happened.
Well, it wasn't a 410.
Okay.
And when we left that night to go up to the gas station, she was still alive.
Okay.
When I turned around, we went back to the house. We were still out there by the cars. And I had a 38.
Okay.
And whenever we was arguing, I was getting and then we was arguing, she grabbed it. When she grabbed it, she pulled it to her and said, what about me? And just like that, it went off.
Okay.
And when it went off, it just all happened so fast.
I understand. Well, I told you the other day I felt like something happened.
Yeah.
I
But
felt
it wasn't like I tried to kill her or not. Like when she grabbed it and pulled it to her, it just went off.
Okay.
And then there's so much blood, she didn't have a pulse.
Right. So what'd you do then, man?
I just got in the car and drove, and we didn't go straight to Turnway Road. I wanted to get to the hospital, but she didn't have a pulse, and I was scared. And I passed the hospital, went and took a right, and went down Voorhees, back to Turnway.
Okay. So you come in off 4 East to turn right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And went down there, and my phone was still at the house the whole time. Then when this was happening, my phone was actually in the yard. Okay. This happening, and went down there, and then I just lit all the clothes in the back.
Okay. Did you pour any kind of gas or anything on the car?
No.
How did you get from Turnway on the power line back home?
I walked back.
You walked back?
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody else helped you?
No.
At all? You got to be relieved. Not as to what happened.
Yeah.
But try to get it off your chest. Huh?
Never supposed to happen.
Nah, and domestic stuff always gets tricky, babe. I mean, it always,
Never supposed to happen.
you know, you can love someone with every breath you take, and then, you know, things kind of go bad.
Well, she grabbed the gun and pulled it. I don't know if she hit it or what. It went off.
Why were you
She could do better.
Huh?
She deserved better.
She's better than you? You wouldn't say that. I mean, so let's back up away from there just a little bit. And Jared, during the day, kind of walk me back through that. Was what you told me the other day true about during the day?
Yeah.
You know, y'all had fussed. I think you said you and Falcon had rode somewhere and come home and she'd thrown some stuff out in the yard.
Oh, that was true. I never tried forcing my way in her house. Nothing like that. The guy had a key.
Okay.
I went to her house. We talked. Everything was fine.
Okay.
All that was truth. All that was the truth.
After y'all left her house,
We went back to my house, and she took a shower and was getting ready to go to a baseball game. I went down to my grandma's.
Okay.
All that was true. Went to a baseball game. That was true. Went to Walmart and tried to spy at that. That was true. Back to the house. Everything was. Bubba came. All that was true.
And Bubba's Bubba Bryant.
Yeah.
Okay. What did Bubba come there for?
Get a converter.
Bubba didn't help you do anything or see anything, witness anything. None of your friends helped you.
No.
Okay.
There's nobody else involved.
So Bubba comes to your house, grabs a converter,
Leaves.
and leaves.
She was still alive then.
When did y'all start arguing again?
It was after we had sex.
So y'all have sex. Is
All
that
was
part true?
Yeah, all that was true.
Okay.
And then the reason why she was mad was true. Got a wet nut in her. All that was true.
Okay.
But it was never supposed to happen like that.
And what did you do with her then? What did you do?
I grabbed her and I started yelling and just there was so much blood. And I checked her pulse and she didn't have pulse. And I went and checked on the baby and I went to go take her to the hospital. But she was already gone.
All right. Did you take her out of the driver's seat or out of the bus? How'd you take her to the hospital?
I just scooted over.
You just kind of slid in beside her?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was the baby at then? Did you leave the baby home panicky or did you?
No, the baby was already in a seat from us going earlier.
I got you. So she hadn't even taken the baby out of the seat in the car. Okay.
Well, no, the baby was inside, but it was still in the car. And that's what happened.
So you grabbed the car seat, put it in the car, and you start at the hospital. You realize.
Yeah, and I just panicked.
And how'd you get the baby back home? Would you?
I carried it home.
Carried the baby all the way home in the car seat? Mm-hmm. Got you. So when I'm trying to understand, when you kind of slid her over in the car and got in and drive, she's actually still in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Would you sit beside her, kind of laid over? What did she laid over the console or laid back or? Okay. So you realize it's gone. You panic. You go down. Turn right.
And I go down, take a right. I go around the curve where it turns 35.
Yeah.
In Denmark. And I took that first right. And
back over to Voorhees. So you come
took
back.
another right. You go down Voorhees, and I went down turn right. I took a right on for turn right.
Okay.
And I was going back to the house, but then I realized that, what am I going to do at the house?
Gotcha.
And I just pulled off in that gut and grabbed a baby and just let everything in the ladder.
Okay.
I didn't have no gas, I didn't have nothing like that, just a bunch of clothes in the car. That's what I lit.
Gotcha. What did you do with the pistol?
Put the pistol in the trash can.
Which one?
The house trash.
Is it still there? We've got the pistol for you.
Nobody got a pistol for me. I got all the trash together, all the trash cans outside and everything else. And Earl took it off for me.
Earl took trash off?
He didn't know the pistol was in there. He didn't know anything about that.
Gotcha.
So here's his news story. They were arguing by the car. She was in the driver's seat. He was at the door. She grabbed the gun. It went off. He says he checked for a pulse. Nothing. So he did the only thing that he could think of. He scooted her body over, got in, drove toward the hospital at first, but then he passed it and just kept going.
So she's only shot a single time. Is that correct?
I was with 38. I wasn't with 14.
Gotcha. And you're standing beside her car?
Yeah.
And you got the gun. How do you have the gun?
I just had the gun just holding it just in my hand.
Okay. You told her you was go.
And when we were talking, just yelling back and forth, she grabbed it and she pulled it to her. She said, "What about?" I think she would say, "What about me?" And then it just went off.
Gotcha.
She just went limp. So I was just trying to get her to leave.
What'd you tell her?
So I was just going to eliminate the problem.
And you felt like you were the problem.
Yeah.
What drove you to that point? I mean, what drove you to make you feel that about
Just always letting
yourself?
everybody down.
Huh?
Just always letting everybody down. Just be a piece of
But you're not, you know?
golly. I wish you would have just left that night.
There's a lot of folks that are in similar situations. And that's domestics, it's hard. It's hard when you love somebody. You got kids, you love your kids. Sometimes it's hard to stop long enough to look at and say, you know, the best that we could probably be better for each other apart. And it reaches the point that it just kind of boils over or
But no, that was never intentional.
huh?
No, that was never intentional.
No. Was she talking to anybody? Had she sent anybody anything, any message or anything that you know of? Or she yelled anything to anybody? No? So she wasn't on her phone or nothing? No. I got you.
Well, I appreciate you meeting with us, you know. I mean, I know it's a lot, but, you know, now your kids can look at you as being an honest man. And, I mean, seriously, you gotta think about that. They're gonna be able to know that their dad was an honest man and did the right thing. And I think that should mean a lot to you. You know? It really should.
And this is a process. There's a process that we've got to go through. You know, when the solicitor or whoever is handling things, you know, myself and Peter can sit down and say, you know, listen, he came forward and he said what his side of things, and he took responsibility. Okay? But there's a process. You got anything you want, anything that I haven't asked you? It's all right, babe. It's all right. It's all right. You got anything you want to ask us? Anything we can try to answer for you? And what you're telling us now is 100% what happened.
But even that version, the accident, the panic, the fire, it's still not the whole truth. So investigators, they bring Davis in for a third interview, and this time they have video. They tell him straight up, the DVR does record. They've seen what happened. They know he chased her. They know she tried to get away. They give him one last chance to get it off his chest, and finally, he starts to seemingly fill in the gaps.
We've been working on this nonstop, and I appreciate you manning up and telling us what you did tell us. We've just got a couple inconsistencies we need to clear up, and I know this is weighing on you. Remember how you said DVR don't record?
Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
What you told us don't match. You want to just get it off your chest and tell us what really happened. I mean, I can show you the video.
What do you mean? Like what?
Of you chasing her down, dragging her lifeless body back to the car and fumbling, trying to get it in the car. You didn't shoot her in the car like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be weighing on you because you've given a half-truth, but you still have to have, I mean, you're a human.
Yeah.
I know you love your baby. I know you loved her. It's just, we're at this point. We just need to know the truth. It's not going to change the outcome. I mean, you could tell, no, I'm not going to say nothing. I mean, everything still moves forward. I'm giving you a chance to get it off your chest, and that way we can know exactly what happened, and this stuff doesn't get all drug out in court in front of her family, and, you know, you just don't want all that. I mean, do you want to tell me what really happened?
Well, the gun did accidentally go off. That was an accident. That honestly was an accident.
But you chased her down with a gun. I mean, she knew you had that gun because she come out that door, saw that gun, and took off running.
No, she got off running because I had her keys. She was going to the neighbor's house. That's why I was leaving in the car.
And you left for a while and then came back with the car.
Yeah.
Well, where'd you go?
That's when I was going to the hospital, but...
Why didn't you put her in the passenger seat? Why'd you put her in the driver's seat?
That was just the closest door.
How many times you shoot her?
Once. When the gun accidentally went off, it...
Was it a hollow point?
Mm-mm.
What was it?
Just regular.
Just a regular target ammo?
Yeah.
All ammo?
Where did it hit her? On the left side?
It'll be her right side.
Her right side? Right neck.
And investigators have forensic evidence now, and they tell Davis what they recovered contradicts everything he just said about a gun going off by accident. And they ask him about the sawed-off .410. They ask why he changed clothes multiple times that night, why he put on a black ski mask, why he ran back and forth from the house to the car. And they ask the question that cuts through every excuse he's made. Where was the baby during all this?
What would you say if I told you they recovered rat shot from her brain? Or buckshot? I mean, it could have been from a .410, could have been rat shot in a .38. I mean, we see you drop the gun, so we knew you had a black handgun. You didn't lie about that. You know, everybody talks about your sawed-off shotgun, your .410. Where's that at? Because I know it was there just before we got there. Someone saw it.
I got all of that out from the trash.
The .410?
What number? Probably as long as that.
That night?
The .410 and the handgun got thrown out in the trash? Because I got somebody telling me they saw that gun in your shop right before we arrived.
No.
Okay.
So did you use the .410 at all that night? Like after the fact? Kind of...
Not at all.
Why didn't you call us?
I was scared, honestly.
I mean, if it's an accident, I mean, if my wife and I were fighting and I had a gun and she grabbed it and went off, I'd be calling the ambulance. I mean, that's what's got you in a pickle.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, in all honesty, I was scared.
I mean, you changed your clothes on how many times? Then the black ski mask and black clothes, what was all that for? To get back to the house and people not recognize you?
Yeah.
And you still want to say that you just lit some clothes and didn't use an accelerant? Because, mind you, sled arson has completed their report on the findings of the vehicle and the ground and everything else. So what did you use to set the fire?
Oil.
Oil? Okay.
I used motor oil.
Is that what you're getting out of the shop?
It wasn't in the shop.
Well, like I said, the camera shows you running back and
No, yeah, but
back.
it wasn't in the shop. It was right. If you're looking at the front of the shop, it's like to the left where that grill is.
Gotcha. Where's the baby during all this?
Is that?
Okay. Where's the baby when you took the car down? Leave the baby at the house?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's important. You know, it's like I said, you're a human, not a monster. I couldn't see the baby in the car, but I couldn't imagine you doing all that with the baby in the car. No, I got a notebook prepared.
So the timeline. I just want to make sure I'm accurate. So you said the gun went off, dragged her body to the car, you left. You said you were heading towards the hospital?
At first I was about to pull up with my grandparents.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do that to them. So then I went to go towards the hospital, and then I was checking her pulse and everything, looking at her. She was, you know what I'm saying? It was, so I turned around like half.
Bullfrog Road.
No, it was, no, I turned around on Highway 70. As a U-turn.
Past the hospital or before the hospital?
Before the hospital. It was like turn Ray and hospital. It was right in the middle of them. It was right before you got them trailers.
And then you went back to the house to try to figure out what your next move was going to be. Yeah, you should have pulled in the hospital, but I'm sure you're beating yourself up about it constantly.
So now he gives the clearest description yet of what happened in those final moments. She was yelling. He was walking back toward her. He turned around, saying he was trying to calm her down, and that's when the gun went off.
Got one more thing I want to know what this is.
What's that in your hand?
That looks like
A belt. That's when you're
It's all
chasing
left.
after your left hand by the
So I
side.
had clothes in my hand. I had her keys, and I had a shirt in my hand.
So it looks like something like lawn. Like when you watch this video, it looks like it's lawn.
I had a shirt in my hand. I had her keys in my hand. I had my phone, my wallet stuff, and her keys, and my shirt. I was wearing a tank top, like a wife beater.
And you had her phone or your phone?
I had my phone. Her phone she had, and then
What was it in her pocket?
I think she was holding it. She didn't have pockets.
You just
But whenever it happened, I grabbed it off the ground.
put it in the car with her.
Yeah, it was in the car with her.
So I know it's going to be hard, but I need you to try to walk me through when you're running over there to her, what happens? Like, how does the gun go off? I mean, are you, like, close with her? Like, just trying to, I know it's going to be hard, just try to walk me through a little bit of how that went down.
When we were walking back, she was yelling, and I was walking back, and then I turned to her, and I just wouldn't put my hands up. Like, I just wanted to, really wanted to like, grab her face till she'd chill out, and the gun went off.
How long did it take her to die?
To me, it looked like instantly.
Ain't no sounds, no nothing.
And just,
So she never saw it coming.
Did you have any idea we'd probably get footage of kind of what took place? I mean, I know you said you couldn't get into it, but...
yeah, pop, yeah.
Okay. Anything else you can think of? We just want to make sure we kind of get a clear picture because, it's a tough situation, but, we've been honest with you, you've been honest with us. I mean, you got nothing to lose at this point. We just want to make sure, if someone knew something and someone else, we just got to know everything because, you know how this community is. The rumor mills are spreading. People are trying to accuse other people of, being your accomplices, helping out with stuff and knowing stuff and help set it up. And it's just like, I'm trying to prevent someone else from getting shot because they think that someone else helped you.
So as this interview winds down, Davis talks about apologizing to his baby. And then quietly, he says it. It was a mistake.
You know what they say, the truth shall set you free. And that's why we're giving you the chance. So this is the same story you're going to give it to God one day when you look at him face to face. So he knows. Now,
But if it comes to anybody helping or knowing, and
That's just my big thing right now.
I ain't tell a soul, not nobody, anything. Trying to apologize to my baby.
And, I know what happened, but, you're being an honest man to us, and we know what happened, You know, that's the thing. I mean, it sucks what happened, but you can't take it back. But it was a mistake, and that, you know, you're not this terrible person. You know what I mean? So I know it's hard. So, but no, I know the pictures were important to you. I know you mentioned that last time, so I wanted to print those off for you. So,
Thank you.
you know, we're not, I know people think SLED and the police are these terrible people, but, you know, we're just trying to figure everything out and, you know, give closure to people. So we can't take back what happened, but you can make that future right, so.
In the end, Jarrett Davis didn't take his chances at a trial. According to court records, on November 10th, 2025, he pleaded guilty to murder, possession of a weapon during a violent crime, arson, and desecration of human remains. A judge sentenced him to 43 years in prison for the murder with additional time on the other charges, meaning running at the same time. He's going to spend decades behind bars. As for Megan's 3 daughters, they're left to grow up without their mother. There's a GoFundMe that has been set up in her memory to help support her 3 daughters. That's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you should get your podcasts. You can also check us out on NBC's Peacock as well. We have Sidebar episodes up there as well. If you want to follow me, X, Instagram, my News Nation show, Jesse Weber Live, Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you next time, everybody.